Know who is this? I am Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. What's good, guys? Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. Y'all know, beside the updates, beside the news, I also like to bring topics that I can give my humble opinion about. And in this case, we're gonna speak about if that's true, the Passport Bros have ruined Colombia. The reason why I'm making this video is dedicated to all the guys, all the comments that I've been seeing saying that Passport Bros have ruined Colombia. Let's jump in this and let's speak about this. So the reason why I decided to make this video is dedicated to all these people, all the comments, all the guys that say that Passport Bros have ruined Colombia, that American citizens. In this video we're gonna focus in dating stuff, gurus and stuff like that. Y'all know, like, I bring all kind of stuff to the channel, but in this case we're gonna focus on that: Passport Bros, gurus, and dating in Colombia. So when you say, like, Passport Bros are ruining Colombia, you need to think about Colombia is not only Cartagena and Medellin. The reason why I mentioned those cities, is because those are the most popular city for Passport Bros, for American citizens to travel. Medellin and Cartagena. So when you say Passport Bros are ruining Colombia, you only have mentioned 2 of the cities, and in Colombia we have 58 cities. So still, they haven't ruined 56 cities. So, it's funny for me because, like, when I see, like, those type of comments and stuff like that, I was like, it just let me know that you guys have not traveled enough in Colombia for you to say that. Again, we have Cali, Colombia, we have Pereira, we have Bogota, we have many other cities in Colombia to discover, to explore. But a lot of brothers, unfortunately, they just rather to stuck in the same cities, Cartagena and Medellin, and I don't blame them, because probably this gonna sound crazy to you guys, but Cartagena and Medellin are the most safe tourists, are the most safe city for tourists in Colombia. The reason why, I'm not saying that all these cities are not safe, but the reason why is because they focus, they put more police in those tourist places than all the cities in Colombia, talking about tourism. Because, like, that we have, more police in the old city, in the clock tower. I don't know, I'm not sure about, Gerard's Park, but the time that I was there, I saw a lot of police. And the reason why is because, like I say again, probably it's gonna sound crazy to you guys, but they trying to protect tourism in also cities like Medellin. I know, before I say this, after I say this, a lot of you guys, gonna be laughing behind the screen like they don't protect tourists in Medellin. But you need to think about 2 million, 3 million tourists that come to Colombia, tourists that come to Medellin. Only few of them, they get a horrible, bad, really, nightmare experience in cities like Medellin. Same thing with Cartagena. Cartagena, they always trying to protect the tourists, stuff like that. Now, even the mayor of Cartagena, Dume Turbay, he's trying to create an app that all the tourists, locals, they can have access, like, to prevent the scams. You can see the fair prices, stuff like that. And you can see if the company that you're trying to book with, any tourist or anything, it's a company that have all the papers that have all, what they need to offer tourist service. So, like I say, I don't judge tourists when they pick up Medellin and when they pick up Cartagena, because those are the most popular cities in Colombia now, and those are kind of like the most safe, tourist place for tourism in Colombia. I'm not saying that all the cities are not 100% safe. Nowhere in the world is 100% safe. But some other cities, like, they don't focus a lot of police on the tourist area, because they don't receive a lot of international, a lot of foreign tourism. So it's kind of like they can make some money with foreigners over there, but it's not like they really big on that. So that's the reason why, like, I always recommend Cartagena and Medellin if it's your first time in Colombia. So, but you guys, sometimes need to get out from the comfort zone. Like, if you really trying to, find a good woman, maybe, submissive, feminist. That's what you guys wanted. I don't judge you guys for that. You guys, are grown to choose what you guys want for your life. If that's what you really guys want, you guys need to get out from the comfort zone, which is Cartagena and Medellin. I mean, you can date somebody, you can marry somebody, and then come to Medellin, go to Cartagena to travel to have a great time. But you guys need to get out from the comfort zone again. You need to get out from the cloud tower. You won't find, and I've been saying this like 1,000 times, you won't find a real love. You won't find a real girl in the cloud tower, man. That's a reality, because a lot of these girls that are in the cloud tower, the working girls in Paquillera Sur, they always we have a background. You know what I mean? They always we have, reputation and stuff like that. And there is always one clients that they're going to stuck with. You know what I mean? Even if they are with you, sometimes, the guys, if you are not in town, then the client that she used to hang out with when you were not at her life, give her a call, they're going to meet up and stuff like that. And vice versa, you know what I mean? Like, this can happen to anybody. So that's the reason why I never recommend Cloud Tower and their spot is just to have fun. That's not a place to date. That's not a place to date. And honestly, in Cartagena now so far, it's getting really popular that even, the local girls, the one that are not working girls, now, they're doing this service too. They just cash it over from their house. They just cash it, in driver. They go to the house. They do what they got to do with the foreigners, with passport bros, with American citizens, with whoever, they dating with whoever they hanging out with. They do what they have to do. They come back home, because I've been seeing a lot of girls from my hood. And now, like a lot of girls from Cartagena, they have this mentality of, if I'm going to whip with a foreigner, it's because he got to change my life. I don't see, it don't make a sense for me. I'm talking about how these women now, they thinking it. And I kind of speak the same for Medellin and Cartagena, because now it's like, it's getting normal. Like I say again, that foreigners, they start dating, like local girls, which is good. I don't have nothing against that. I've been expressing myself all the time about that. But the thing is, like, you won't find the same woman, the same girls that used to be, in Cartagena 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Now, all these women, and it's going to sound bad what I go say, but now all these women, if they are with foreigners, they want money. That's a reality. That's the reality. And I've been seeing this, and I've been thinking about that, and me and my friends, we talk about that. Like, majority of the girls that want to be with foreigners is because they want their life to be changed, which is nothing bad with nothing bad with that. But I'm just trying to put you guys on the game, telling you guys the truth that all these women, if you don't like to be asked for money, stuff like that, and you don't want to be requested, every weekend for, I need the groceries and stuff like that. Please, majority of the case, I'm not saying everybody and the mama want money, but I would say 90% of these women, they will expect something in cities like Medellin and Cartagena. So if you're trying to find something different, different girl with different cultures, you have 56 cities to explore in Colombia. Because, like, things had changed. And I don't think, like, Pastor Bros have ruined Cartagena, Medellin. I just think the games had changed, and you guys need to be ready for that. You guys need to be ready for what's coming, 2025, 2026, and the next year, if the movement is gonna be alive, that I think is gonna be, you know what I mean? So the movement, is already in the table, and it's gonna keep growing up, I guess. So you guys need to be ready for what's coming for you guys, because these submissive feminist women, like, they kind of gonna disappear in Colombia, and it's okay for us, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like I say in a lot of my videos, we don't really match, that game. If girls, get with an attitude and stuff like that, just find another one. We don't play those games. A lot of guys, they think, we are stupid, because they come into our country, they are women, hang out with them, a lot of stuff like that. We don't mind about that. There is so many plenty beautiful women in Colombia. You know what I mean? We just can move on and find another one, and that's it. Like, women don't belong to nobody. It's just your turn. But if you trying to find, something stable, real relationship, somewhere, you're trying to spend, the rest of your life, you need to get out of a lot of the city. There is a lot of pros and cons, when you are visiting cities that are Cartagena, Medellin, or maybe I can put Bogota on the game too, because a lot of these cities, they don't make a lot of money with foreigners. They don't make a lot of, some of them they don't even receive foreigners over there. Like meaning like the economy, they don't move around on foreigners. So a lot of the cities, like people, they don't mind, hurting foreigners. They don't mind robbing foreigners. They don't mind even deleting foreigners, because at the end of the day, it won't affect the economy. Like in Cartagena, Medellin, again, those are the most popular cities. So that's why they trying to protect the tourists more. And, sometimes, you barely will see in Cartagena, or, a local is deleting, a foreigner, because we're trying to protect the tourism, because majority, almost 85%, almost 90% of the money that's come to Cartagena is basic on tourism. So, all the cities, like, they are not well, in tourism and stuff like that. They don't mind hurting foreigners, and they don't care what's up, because it won't hurt the economy. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying if you go to these cities, that I know, like, I know we know, like, I'm not known to be like a tourist place, or you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get robbed, stuff like that. But you need to be well connected. You just can't show up over there and just acting like, oh, I'm just a gringo, I'm going to hang out, I'm going to go to the park. No, things don't work like that in a lot of the cities. You need to be well connected. At least, like I recommend, and it's not because I'm a tour guide, at least, the first time when you go there, you need to have somebody from there. At least, just to try for the first time, and then, the second time you just can go by yourself. But at least for the first time, you need to have somebody over there well connected, so you can discover, explore a lot of cities in Colombia. And you can shut the fuck up. Stop saying that Colombia has been ruined when you only been to Medellin and Cartagena, and those cities together is almost like 5 million people. So still Colombia has like 55 million people. Still there is all the 50 million people in different cities that you don't even know, that you never been to. So before you say, now think twice before you say Colombia is ruined. Because you can find a real love in the Cloud Tower. You can find the love of your life in Palenque. You can't do that, because this woman, they already know what's the game. They already know how it is. They know how much they can get from foreigners. No, probably from you, if you are Uber Eats, if you work in Walmart, stuff like that, that you probably don't make a lot of money like all the brothers that they made, 200,000 a year. They don't mind spending 1,000 in a girl. So they probably would think like all the gringos, we have, that have those kind of money on the wallets, that have all this kind of money in the bank account, which is wrong, because I know for a fact, like, there is a lot of brothers that they need to save to come to the city. But you guys shouldn't be focused on that, because, guys with the money, they do whatever they want. So if you have a budget, that's on you. I respect that. But, all these guys probably don't. And you need to be ready to match the games, of the girls that you trying to date, that you're trying to hang out with. Women, beautiful women, in Colombia, they are no cheap to maintain. It costs a lot of money, and if you want a beautiful woman, like with a long hair, nice body, big booty, it costs money. Not everybody can have access, to all these women. And the reason what I say is because, like, they need cars and stuff like that. And if you can afford that, please, don't try to flex in front of them, because you're going to look like a clown at the end of the day. And like I say, a lot of guys probably is going to get the feelings hurt. But, the reason why I decided to make this video is to explain that Paso Bros have ruined even 1% of Colombia. They even have ruined Medellin, Colombia. They have not ruined, Cartagena. They have ruined, like the Palenque, the Cloud Tower, because those are places for working girls. Those are no place today. Working girls, like, everywhere. You can find it everywhere. You know what I mean? It's not like, like, it's like you can find gold, like, inside everywhere. You know what I mean? But working girls is something that you can find, like oil. You can find, oil everywhere. But working girls is something that is, you can find working girls everywhere you go. You know what I mean? So, like I say, Cartagena is not ruined. Medellin is not ruined, because they shut down the Cloud Tower in Cartagena, the Palenque in Medellin, because those are no place today. You know what I mean? The game has changed, and you guys need to be ready for that. You guys need to be ready for that. Some of the women, they will require you a lot of money, but some of them, they will. Trust me. Trust me, they will, and what they trying to do is change their life because they've been thinking like, oh, he's not from here, he's at his house, he's at his country, you know what I mean? If he get bored of me, he can just get rid of me, and only thing that we have, is just good memories, and that's it, you know what I mean? They trying to secure something for the future, and majority of them they just thinking in a house, in an apartment, which is good, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they go earn, giving you the slice of pizza, every day. That's how they gonna earn. You know what I mean? They gonna earn their house. But please, before you say, Pastor Bros, foreigners have been ruining Colombia. You got a team twice. You, as a traveler, you need to you need to put this on your mind. A lot of brothers, they are just mediocres, before they come to Colombia, they already have put that on the mind that, this travel is going to be worse, you know what I mean? Like, this is going to be bad and stuff like that. And that's how this is going to end. It's going to end bad. Because, everything is about what you put in your mind. And if you giving, you feeding your mind with that, like, when I go to Colombia, this is gonna be like that. I don't think, this and that. That's how that gonna end. That's how the trip gonna end. So please, there is 56 cities in Colombia. Go discover by yourself. Don't let none of these YouTubers that they feel like they have massive degree of dating in Colombia. They don't even speak our language. They don't even speak our language. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh about because, they don't speak my language. But because, I know my English is not perfect. You know what I mean? But you guys, wasted time, believing all these YouTubers, all these guys, like they feel like, again, they have a master's degree. They went to the University of Love in Colombia, and they have a master's degree of dating in Colombia. They dating working girls. Majority of them, they dating working girls. They just pay, the working girls to be there, a few days and stuff like that. And they say, oh, this girl, she take me to my hood and stuff like that. Some of them, not everybody in the member, because a lot of YouTubers, they speak the facts, they speak what it is. But, I don't really watch YouTube. I watch, documentaries, basic, almost all the time, in Spanish. There is only one YouTube that I really like it, one YouTuber that I really like it. And so he speak, he kind of, I does the same thing that he does, which is this in Bone Row. I really like, his content. And like I say, I does the really, the same thing he does. But, like, the reason why I say that is because, I respect him. He's been in the game for a long time. So that's the reason, what I say. I does the same thing that he's been doing for a while. I really like his content because he really speak the facts. Other YouTubers, I don't really watch YouTube. I watch all the things, all the documentaries on YouTube, but that's it. But, basic talking, the things that the type of content that I bring to the channel, I don't do that. What I mean? I spend my time, watching, something that I feel like is important for me. So like I say, if you feel like Colombia is ruined, come here, see by yourself, and you probably will change your mind. But like I said, guys, you need to get out from the I almost say about where, but you guys need to get out from the comfort zone, get out from Medellin and Cartagena. You will see Colombia by yourself. You know what I mean? If you can focus in those cities, the game has changed. All these women, they want money. 90%, 95%, they want money. For them to take you serious, you need to stop being a weekend warrior. You need to be a weekend warrior. If you here just for a weekend, they know what's up. They ain't stupid like that. They know what you want. Slide your pizza and then walk away. That's the reality. Women, they are not stupid like that, man. Like it's gonna be hard, trust me. It's gonna be hard with the years to find submissive feminist women because this technology is fucking everything up. And the women, they don't want to be behind. They want their friends to do good. They want to do good also, and they want to do that, and they will do. Majority of them will do whatever it costs them, even if they had to pay with the body, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they just trying to save themselves and they want to secure the future. That's the biggest dream from all Colombians. I hope you guys like my video. And again, I don't have nothing against the Pastor Bros. I don't defend, the Pastor Bros. And just speaking the fact, I just defend the truth. You know what I mean? Because a lot of brothers, they start attacking me. Oh, you hate Pastor Bros, you're a hater, stuff like that. I don't hate nobody, man. I don't hate nobody. I just live my life like that. I'm just happy with who I am, what God gave me, stuff like that. And I can't complain. So I hope you guys like this, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please, I see a lot of brothers, like sometimes, I have a lot of views, and, like people, they barely subscribe. So please, make sure if you watch my video, you subscribe, because, hey, there is few YouTubers. Oh, well, I consider myself YouTuber in process. There is few YouTubers in process like me that speak the facts. So see you soon on the next video. This was Carlos, the Colombian guy. Boom.